Hello everyone, it's Lawrence with the matrix number BA22110367, and here's my documentary for the theories of international relations, which is titled Power Play Shale Gas. Enjoy! Today we shall be talking about power play shale gas. So we'll start off with introduction, history of shale energy, extraction process, environmental impacts, economic implications, and then with case study and conclusion. So without further ado, let's start with introduction. So shale gas is actually a type of natural gas. And we'll learn more about it later on, but now I would like to shift our focus to the theory of this topic, which I think realist perspective is really suitable to talk about this current issue. So when we talk about realism, it's all about national interest, war, power politics, state. But the really important concept of realism that I'd like to highlight today is national interest. So as it is stated there, what all nations want are different, but there's one common national interest that I believe all states would want, which is energy. So I know there's non-renewable energy and renewable energy, and as I said, shale gas is a type of natural gas, so it's non-renewable, which might not be environmental friendly, but honestly, we have been using non-renewable energy for a long time. It's energy rich and it's cheap to process. And let's be honest, like renewable energy sources are not that reliable and effective. I mean, the sun is not out all day and the wind is not blowing every day. So the international system is kind of going back to trying to find a new source of energy that is stable, which maybe be shale energy. So our non-renewable energy will be emptied one day. And I know everyone knows this, we are in an energy crisis era, and we need more energy as the world population is going up. So there is a need for new energy resources, and it might be shale energy. So I've been talking a lot about why we need shale energy, but let's know more about what exactly is shale energy. Before going into deeper context, I would like to share about why I chose to talk about shale energy. And it's all because of this intensive discussion about the global energy supply that started with this news. ExxonMobil buys shale giant Pioneer Natural Resources in major resource boost. So ExxonMobil is a huge US oil and gas company, and it's buying this smaller company known as Pioneer Natural Resources. This is what kind of boosts the idea of shale gas all around the world. So what is shale gas actually? It is actually abundant in a lot of places around the world. You can see America especially, there's a lot of shale resources, and then Asia there's shale resources too. And you can look here at the table, you can see that there's a lot of countries that have shale oil resources. But in some way, only the United States is using this shale gas for now. There's other countries that are using it like Canada, Argentina, and China, but the US is still dominating in this field now. So let's take a look at why is it so. Here's a timeline of the history of US shale energy. You can pause and take a look, but I will just highlight a few keys here. So between the 1970s, US stopped importing oil from the participating OPEC nations. OPEC is the Organization of Arab Petroleum Exporting Countries. And then in the 2000s, the Arab-Iraq War broke out. These two entities are actually the main exporters of oil and gas around the world. And to US, they are important importers. So US is in a dire stage where they have no that much of oil and gas, and they need more energy to in their infrastructure, in their manufacturing industries. So what actually started all this is the demand, which is lacking from incidents that I said just now. So there's high inflation, recessions, and economic stagnation that has made US desperate for new source of energy. That's where the shale revolution came in. So this is the start of the US shale revolution. And there's another reason for the revolution that starts from the 2000s, which is to not let the oil and gas industry monopolized by countries with rich natural resources like the Gulf nations. However, to obtain shale energy is actually tricky. We will touch on that later, but it has yet to become a mainstream source of energy until today. So just to wrap it up, the trend in the US for the shale revolution is pretty simple. Everyone is focusing on extracting conventional natural gases. That's in the start, and then small companies that only have few acres of mineral rights tries to test out a new technology known as hydraulic fracturing, and it has been like that for a while until recently the huge international oil and gas company ExxonMobil buys Pioneer Natural Resources, which you can look at the Pac-Man picture. Large oil companies are eating up small oil companies. So this is why we can see that the shale energy might be the new trend. There must be some kind of demand in that particular field that made US major oil companies take such an action. So why isn't the rest of the world using shale energy? Since we are saying it like it's good, it's the companies are buying it, are doing it. What is exactly so tricky about shale gas that countries all around the world overlook this method, even though states are all hungry for new source of energy? So this is why we will be talking about the extraction process. Alright, for the shale gas extraction process, I will just briefly run it through due to time constraint. So we'll start with the PEP preparation. Is the preparation of the site, the shale gas drilling site. And then we'll start with the drilling, and then the well cementation, and then there's the hydraulic fracturing and well completion. So the main point of knowing the extraction process is actually in the hydraulic fracturing, which is also known as fracking. So what is so special about shale gas that made it need a new type of energy to extract it? So to know more, we need to know what is the difference between shale gas and conventional conventional gas. So you can see here is the conventional gas, which is normally we just drill vertically, and then we can extract the natural gas, the oil, just vertically. But to obtain shale gas, which is an unconventional gas, you need to go vertical first, and then you need to go horizontal, which is known as fracking, and to obtain the shale energy here. So here is a clearer process. I will just briefly run through it. So after we identify the platform here, this is the place, a suitable place where there's shale energy resources at the bottom of the earth. Then they will start to drill a shaft, and then the second stage is where they start drilling, and then the drill shaft is normally around 3,000 meters, and then they will start drilling a horizontal hole. So they will start to go horizontal ways, and horizontal drilling is actually a new type of technology. And then after they drill, they will remove the shaft and then insert steel casing. So after they remove the shaft, they will insert a new type of casing, and then they will put in the perforating gun, which you can see they are fracturing here. They will insert the spikes here and to kind of break the rocks. So after they break the rocks, they are cracked, and they will start to take out the steels, the perforating gun, and then fracking fluid is pumped again into the hole at huge pressure. Fluids will escape to the rocks, and it will fracture the rocks. So after there is a small cracks in the rocks, fluids will start going in. So after that process, fracking fluid will be pumped out, natural gas will escape, and we'll just collect the natural gas here. So after learning about how it works, I don't know about you guys, but I can definitely feel the harm brought to the process to the environment, which will bring us to the next section, the environmental impacts. After knowing the extraction process, we can talk about the impact. So here are 4 types of impacts. First of all, there's the greenhouse gas emission. So shale gas extraction and processing result in the emission of carbon dioxide, which is a greenhouse gas. And then there's methane. Methane is actually a more harmful greenhouse gas than carbon dioxide. And then the second impact is the water consumption and pollution. The hydraulic fracturing process used in the extraction process consumes at least 8 million liters of water. And this water will be contaminated and polluted. And then there's the surface disturbance. The shale gas extraction can cause surface disturbance impacting local ecosystems. Like I said just now, when the pad preparation, you need to cut off trees, you make it flat just to start the drilling process. And then the last impact is the induced seismicity. So seismic activity is the frequency of earthquakes in a given region. So disasters or occurrence like earthquake, volcanic eruption, avalanches can cause seismic waves. And the extraction process will actually make this seismic activity due to after extracting the shale gas, it will leave the blank space or spots in the layers of earth, and then it will make changes to the structure of the earth, making seismic activity to happen. So we know that shale energy is not that easy to obtain, and to obtain it, there's a certain kind of environmental risk at the long run. But here comes the idea of realist trade-offs. So states often face trade-offs between economic interest and environmental sustainability when considering the usage of shale energy. On one hand, shale gas can boost domestic gas production. Of course, there's more source of energy. There's a new source of energy that can boost domestic gas production, potentially leading to lower energy prices and improved energy security. But on the other hand, the environmental impacts of shale gas extraction could overshadow these economic benefits. Alright, now we know that shale energy is harmful to the environment, but how is it so good to the economy? So let's take a look at the economic implications. First of all, there's the energy independence and security. So shale energy has allowed countries like the US to significantly reduce their dependence on foreign oil and gas imports, enhancing their energy security. Using shale oil as the new source of supply, it's actually outpacing OPEC countries, Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, in terms of production. So you can look at the graph here. The petrol production by country, US is actually leading. And then adding shale oil into the global supply chain dilutes the level of supply concentration in the Persian Gulf. Persian Gulf nations are nations that are the main exporters of oil and gas. And by extracting shale gas, the US gained resilience to historical sources of price uncertainty and volatility originating from geopolitics in the Persian Gulf. So you can look at the graph here. With natural gas production increasing, the imports of US is decreasing. And then they are solely relying on their own. They can do that. And then there's the second implication, which is the economic growth and job creation. So having this new type of energy generates jobs, generates economic growth. Why is that so? Let's take a look. You can look at the graph here, and it's known that after having shale energy, it boosted domestic industry and contributed to GDP growth. So US states like the Texas and North Dakota crude oil output has risen at least 5-fold since the beginning of 2010, with Texas producing more than half of US shale oil. And then the employment growth of North Dakota's average at 5.3% and Texas average 3.0%, while US employment as a whole is expanding at a 1.7% rate only. So just like what is shown in this graph, with shale oil production, the growth is expanding. It's actually going up at a crazy rate. And then the third implications is the geopolitical influence. So like I said just now, Persian Gulf are main nations that are exporting oil and gas, and the shale industry strengthens the US stance against states capable of disrupting the global oil supply chain if the disruption coincides with the shale boom. When these countries are monopolizing all these resources, it makes it hard for other countries to have a say in the world of energy. So when there's US, when there's the new supply of energy coming in, it affects the the stance, the strength of all these Persian Gulf nations. So, for instance, the shale boom lent much needed credibility and effectiveness to the 2012 sanctions against Iran, as almost by sheer chance, the newly added shale oil neutralized the loss of Iranian oil. So we can see here, US as a country that is solely relying on other countries for their energy source, today they can stand alone. Even they are on a good bad terms with the other countries, it doesn't matter anymore because now they have their own source of energy. So this brings us to our conclusion. While shale gas, a new source of energy, increase the economic powers and it will increase a country's, a state's geopolitical influence. Yes, that's all true, but states must look at the environmental effects to ensure long-term sustainability. So before they want to use shale energy to enhance their energy security and economic growth, they must look at the environmental stewardship too. So just a quick thought of my own. To be honest, there are not many scholars in the field of international relations that research on this particular issue yet. The connection between the global energy security and the international system is still weak, and I've been reading materials from different fields and linking them to make sense of what is happening in this international system. It has been a hard work, but I chose this topic as it is in my belief that the race for energy security is happening, and not long after, all states will be joining the game, especially when the energy crisis hits the globe. So it is in my hope that everyone, all states, will be prepared by then. So that is a conclusion for me, and here's are the reference that I have used to give credits to all these great researchers. And then that's all from me. Thank you. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me. And that's all. Thank you. Happy New Year.